Hello? One sec. I'm super... What did I get distracted by today? I'm trying to think. Alright, let me just actually... I mean, we can chat while I set up everything. Also, today I updated all of my VODs on YouTube. So you can see them. They're fully up to date. I've gone better about uploading them so they don't get lost, because I know I lost like at least 2 before. But yeah, so we're gonna play this event again. I don't think I'm gonna finish everything because it's just way too much. Alright, yeah, we're good. Yay. So this ends today. I have, I think, 50 floors left of the extra, the second tower. Let me turn it up. So I don't think I'm gonna finish everything. I mean, I finished the story, which is the most important part. Yesterday, I was trying to finish the EN event. That's why I'm like, why would you... I mean, I guess, obviously, it's not like they give a shit. It's your own fault if you play both servers, but I'm like, having something that tedious in both servers at once is just like a nightmare. Because I did not finish the Oku. I mean, it's the same thing. I did the story, so I just missed like I didn't play some of the free quests even once, and I didn't do the challenge quest, which is fine. Like, neither of those are like, you know, super important. Yeah, it says 8 hours left. Let's go. I probably won't do the I mean, I need lures. I don't really need them that much in the end, but I kind of need them in this server more. So let me find my guide. Though I definitely think we are far enough where, yeah, basically everything is going to be more than one wave at this point. Okay. So that is 56. I played a little bit earlier, mainly just to clear some of those like challenge floors that I had left. The same thing yesterday. I cleared all the ones that I had left for the weekend. That's why I have like a that's why these people are still on cooldown. Actually, I should just put them in the thing and it should automatically finish, hopefully. Yeah. I actually did play a little bit earlier. Usually what I do on days when I stream FGO is I will, didn't it just finish? Oh, it's 33 minutes. Okay. I will play a little bit in the morning until basically I'll just make sure that my AP doesn't fill up by the time that I'm gonna stream, instead of like emptying it all the way. So like I played like at 9-10 a.m. So I'm like, okay, I just need to make sure that my AP doesn't fill by like 2:30 or 3-ish, roughly. Sure, whatever. Should have checked this before. I kind of like forgot that I played earlier. Now that I actually get up early in the morning, it's like, wow, I've done a lot of things already today, and it's still like pretty early. Alright, so this is all berserkers, which sucks. I hate dealing with berserkers. So I'm probably just gonna get 2, yeah, I'll just do like 2 people that have AoE, because I don't want to deal with it. I just do not. Just can't be bothered anymore, man. I will probably save Abby. Well, he only has 17 minutes, so fuck it. I'm just gonna do this. I want the Sakura. The not case scope. Have I bookmarked too many things? No, I think I just added something else, which means that my perception of what the fuck belongs in what spot. Actually, this is fine, whatever. Like, I'm lost. Might as well get Bond on our extra person. Okay, this is fine. But yeah, I'm pretty far. So, unfortunately, it looks like there aren't going to be any more, like, one and done single wave of enemies floors. So we're gonna see how much of this we can get through. I probably will just see what happens, and then I probably will not play anymore later. So whatever we get done now, it's gonna be it, because I have school stuff to do. I thought about starting earlier today just because I was like, I want to get more of this event done, but then, you know, I was like, well, it might be more important for me to do my homework. So that's why I didn't start earlier today. I did consider it. But no, I have to do my homework. I mean, I think I have like a month of school left, and then I will try to stream longer. It's tricky because I still do try to stream when I'm home alone, because our internet, you know, is like whatever. It's not great. So I would have to start earlier, and I'm like, I don't know, because I already feel like I definitely start kind of early compared to when prime time is. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. I don't know how it sounds for y'all, but it's a little bit loud for me. I just turned it up because my tablet is like upside down. It's very confusing. But yeah, I could start earlier and stream for longer sessions, but I don't really know. Because I definitely am already a little early. But, I mean, I've been saying for a couple weeks that I want to try doing Monday nights, but then I never end up being able to do it. Well, last week I still had homework to do. This week I was like, it's time. I don't have homework. Yeah, and then I just fucking was trying to finish the event in the other server. Like, all night. So it was like 11 p.m. by the time that was over. My goal was to do like 10 p.m. to midnight roughly in my time zone. So I was like, it's too late. I don't know that next week will be the week because I know I have some big projects due. So probably not. For sure next month, once school is over, I will add Monday nights, and I will be able to confidently do unless my job goes back to being open our previous hours, but I'll probably have to adjust my entire schedule if that happens. Oh shoot, I clicked too far away. So obviously I'll let you guys know if that happens, but definitely next month I'm gonna do Monday nights, and those will be like more chill one-off things probably, unless if there's something super tedious going on in FGO like this, it might also end up being, but we'll see. Oh, also my disclaimer is that when Lotto season happens, like my streams will all become FGO Lotto streams. Because why would you waste a second doing anything but... So actually, now that I think about it, we're gonna get the Case Files event in English server, and we should get it... Oh, I have the wrong... Yeah. And we should possibly get a rerun of it in this one. So if it ends up being as like advantageous as it was the first time around, I might just stream FGO. You know, oh, that's not what I meant. There we go. Just because like it's really lucrative. It's very much for me. I'm like, why would I not take advantage of, you know, basically infinite resources? So we'll see. I feel bad because I do want to, because I do enjoy obviously playing Fire Emblem. I want to get through it. I feel like it's gonna take me forever to finish since I only do it for like 2-3 hours seedings generally. But I'm like, if there's something going on in FGO, you know, like one of those infinite resources type of events, then I'm like, it's hard for me to justify playing anything else during those times. Why did I get such a shitty hand, man? So, we'll see. But yeah, the case files event will be like that. Because I definitely remember the first time that it ran in JP, like going to the fucking mall and like, because did I have them both on my phone? I had this one on my phone at the time. So I like went to the mall and I was like fucking playing the Infinite Barbados. So we'll see. Was I able to go to the mall a year ago? Or 2 years? When? 2 years? We'll see. They didn't rerun it last year. Because last year was when the collab had to be delayed because of the pandemic, obviously. So, we'll see what happens. We're gonna get an English server for sure. I don't remember exactly how that stuff worked, but like, it's probably just gonna end up being I stream FGO. Not every day, but like on my days when I'm supposed to stream something else, it just all becomes FGO if there's like a lotto or something going on. Just as a disclaimer. Because it's just way too important for anyone. Honestly, even if you're not a super hardcore FGO player, it's like literally infinite resources, so why wouldn't you just play it nonstop if you can? I know when I was still working from home, I guess it would have been when the Apocrypha one was new in Yen, I believe. Yeah. It's like time is fake. So that was like, what, a year ago? Yeah, because I was working from home, so I just played all day. And that's probably about the hardest I've ever been able to go on the lotto. But I have to go to work now. And like, I definitely can't have my phone out, so we're just gonna have to only stream lotto 100% of the time. This is so look forward to that. Possibly soon. So, we don't know what's coming out for this event. Because it's obviously, like, it's not going to be the new one yet. Since that's always, for Golden Week. So, definitely in some of the circles I'm in, people have been trying to theorize what's going to come after this event. When it ends. Tonight. But we'll see. Could be, like, a download milestone, though. Actually, I think, yeah, we determined that there was a download milestone kind of recently. Man, I really have like no single target riders. I might just bring one of these underleveled people. Yeah, fuck it. So it's probably not going to be a download milestone because we had one somewhat recently. It could be like hunting quest or something. Who knows? So IDK, what I'll do if both servers have dead time. That's when I'm like, what I should do is catch up to story. But I am scared. But I do need to finish Lost Belt 5 too at some point, probably. So mayhaps we'll do that next week, depending on what happens. I mean, alright. We'll just not even pretend to use the shitty servants cards. Yeah, I definitely tend to forget that she even got an animation update because I don't use her. Alright, sick. Now we won't get any for cards. Definitely need to level up my riders more though. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna do this again and give Marie. Yeah, this is today. What else do we have going on? I mean, it's nice out here now. I am attempting to go outdoors for like my exercise. I was like kind of lifting weights, but honestly it wasn't really doing anything for me. I don't know if I was doing things right is the main thing, and like I also get worried that I will unintentionally hurt myself. So now that it's nice out, I'm gonna probably just like go on walks and or jogs instead. So I did that today, last week, Tuesday. It was cold on Thursday last week. I think it's supposed to be raining actually. We're gonna hit the April showers, but still warm. But yeah, it's nice out. It's like shorts weather. It's like almost 80 degrees today. Actually, I think it was. It says 79 right now, which is like kind of insane. I'm undecided on when I'd prefer it be nice out. I guess it's nice out. I like that it's nice out on the days I don't work because I can like go out for a run. Whereas if I'm at work, it's not a big deal. It's not like I have to go outside, but it also affects like what I can wear to work. Now that it's getting nice out, I can like wear cute shoes to work. But if it's gonna rain, I get worried that they're gonna get wet, because that'll ruin a lot of them. Oh. I saw the thingy pinging me on the chat first before I heard the notification. Thank you for following, Fiestaman. Maybe I should move where that is. I'll think about it. I just redid all of my shit and moved it around. Hello, I'm just doing this. And my topic of conversation was just, it's nice out now. Well, also I might finally get vaccinated, but IDK! IDK. That's my other life update. Not yet, but maybe. So the thing is, they're gonna use my job as a vaccination site, which I'm like, okay, if they do that and they don't offer us vaccines, I will literally throw hands. Because first of all, that means there's going to be a ton of fucking people there, which is scary. But yeah, they basically were like, we'll be able to get you a vaccine. I think it's next week, like the week of the 12th or whatever. And then, so they said that like last week on Friday. And then I don't work on the weekend. So I was like really excited yesterday to be like, yes, they're going to have more information. Fucking nothing. So I don't know. I have no update other than, but I'm like, if they're gonna be giving people vaccines in our space, they have to give us, like, it would be fucked up, man. I would probably literally be like, I am not fucking coming to work, to be honest. Because even though, like, we're not, because I work at a library, so they're going to use, like, a big meeting room space we have, basically. So it's not like we're giving out vaccines, but still, I'm like, there's gonna be a ton of fucking people around, and I dislike that. So we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully, the other exciting thing is that apparently it's National Library Week, so they're like free food like basically every day this week. I'm like, you know what? All right. I had ice cream yesterday. Today, I think, I don't know because I don't work today, but I can probably get whatever. Oh yeah, today and tomorrow they're like, it's like free like lunch, and they offered it over 2 days just because depending on when you work. And tomorrow's my mom's birthday, so I'm gonna be like, I got free food for your birthday. I need to actually remember to like text her and be like, when are you available so I can call her at some point tomorrow. But yeah, we get pizza. Well, actually, it's like, it's really legit too, because I'm definitely used to them being like, you know, we got 3 pizzas, a cheese, a pepperoni, a sausage, you know, the 3 basic pizzas. But there, it was like, we got emails that was that you can choose between like a pizza and a salad, and it's a personal pizza, and you can choose whatever you want. And I was like, oh. I mean, I haven't had pizza from whatever this place is because it's by my job, which is not by where I live, but like, I get like a 10-inch pizza with whatever I want on it, so that, well, I think it was like limited to 2 toppings. Obviously, it can't be like that fucking good. But I'm very excited. And Wednesday is the only day I work like an entire 8-hour shift too, so I'm like, oh nice. Because my other days are short, like 4-hour-ish shifts. So that's cool. And then I think the other 2 days, all it says on the schedule was like talk to your supervisor and they'll give you something. I'm like, that sounds kind of weird. But I get free shit. I do enjoy free snacks. And or meals. Meals are even better. I feel like the only other time I had a free meal was when we had like the all day like in-service thing, which usually they close the library for those, but since they had to be done like through teams, they didn't do that, but they still got us food. Yeah. I definitely know people that have worked at offices that like always have free food, and I'm like, that's like some next level bougie shit. But hey, I'm trying to think if I've ever had anything even close to that, but no. No, the best I get is like, I don't know, a vending machine. Our vending machines are empty because of the pandemic, and it makes me feel sad because there's no vending machines in like the employee areas. Oh, there's just like 2 in like the public space, and like you can't eat in there because you have to take off your mask to eat. So it's like, yeah, it makes sense. But then I'm like, why is there vending machines like in the employee only areas? Because I'm hungry sometimes. That's why I just like throw something that's a snack. I have like wheat thins right now, so Wheat Be Healthy in my locker for if I get hungry during my breaks. Because otherwise, I mean, there's a decent amount of restaurants like within reasonable distance, but like I can't even drive. Also, if I don't, oh man, I'm like, wait, we got to one of the ones that does some special shit. When you have to look at the wiki. See, I just saw that one post someone made about a vending machine that says like touch and feel Japan through the vending machine or something. I mean, it's kind of like, I guess, strategy RPG-ish. That's what the Twitch automatic tags say. But the event I'm doing right now, which is the reason I've been streaming it a lot, is it's super tedious, is that each thing only costs 1 stamina point, but you can only use your units like once every 6 hours. Which sucks. So, I'm going through it. I'm going through it. That's about all. I'm going through it. And every, like, bunch of fights, like, this one's gonna have some gimmicks. I'm just checking a wiki. I'm an avid and shameless person that just looks at wikis. So I'm trying to see what special attack is given at the time. Oh. Okay, that doesn't sound that bad. Sounds like when you deplete Jack's first bar, she has special attack against females, which is like what she normally has on her MP. So it's just like, just be careful. Okay. Thank you, Wiki. That was extremely helpful. I don't think I even have any casters that aren't women and are offensive other than like maybe Sieg, which nah. Is it normal other than that? So yeah, usually on these that have a boss and some sort of gimmick, I'm probably just gonna use Nero anyway, even if she just gets absolutely decimated. It's fine. It's fine. And yeah, like here we have equipment. And I mean, there's like standard. Let's see, what else can we explain about FGO? Like, not exactly like, you know, weapons triangle, but like pretty standard for RPGs. weaknesses and stuff. So based on their class, they're like weak or strong against other units. That's standard, I feel like, right? Because definitely when I was playing Fire Emblem Three Houses, I was like, is there not a weapons triangle in this one? Apparently there isn't. What am I doing? Okay, I need casters. I guess it's just like you shouldn't use women, but I'm like all of my decent casters are women. I'll just. Oh, okay. Yeah, because it doesn't like show. Well, I know like when I flip between different weapons, like it does a slightly different amount of damage, or has higher hit chance, but it's not like super pronounced. Other than, you know, like bows are still good against flying enemies and that stuff. This is, yeah, we're going with this. I'll give Marilyn, oh shit, I'll give Marilyn a 2030. Oh, that's what I did earlier. I bookmarked my 2030, so I don't have to dig around for it anymore, but now I'm confused because it shifted where everything is. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense, because I was, like, confused by the, like... But yeah, like, so you see I'm only using 3. You can normally have 6 party members, but because this event specifically has this shit, like, you can see here that these people have to wait, like, 5 hours and 40 minutes to use. So, it won't let you use less than 3 people at once, though. Let's see if I get absolutely bopped. Let's... This sucks, because the ones every 5 floors that have special things, I can just ignore them. But I have to, like, do these to progress. And I was seeing some of the people on, like, the main Discord where I talk about FGO, being like, some of these are, like, harder than that challenge quest. So I'm like, okay. I'm probably just gonna end up not. I usually don't do the challenge quest because I'm like, I don't pretend I'm good at FGO. My brain is small. Or I do it, but I do it, like, literally at the last second. Because, did you know, fun fact, if you start the challenge quest, like, right before maintenance hits, you have to wait, you know, to actually finish, but, like, you still get the you still get, like, the lore afterwards, you still get the reward. It'll make you do, like, your last turn over again, generally. I almost always do that. Because I'm a procrastinator. But I probably just won't even do it this time because this has been really tedious. And I'm like, it's over. Crab rave. That's how I feel. I mean, I'm gonna try and finish as much of it as I can as I'm doing at this moment. But like, once it's over, man. And then I don't know if there's gonna be anything happening. Because they announced the collaboration, but the collaborations are always on White Day. I mean, not White Day. I pass on Golden Week because they're like, they basically always make them really time consuming under the assumption that, you know, like the people in Japan are on vacation, so it doesn't matter. Man, you couldn't have like just lightly tapped an arrow. Oh, okay, we can just do this. I should have done shooting so that she could have 200% charge, but whatever. But yeah, they're always on Golden Week. Which I don't know when Golden Week is off the top of my head, obviously, because I don't live in Japan, but it's not yet. So that's not what's coming right after this, which is why people are like, we don't know yet. Oh, okay. We don't know what's coming after this. Probably. Hello, Helikaiser-sama. I sure am. I'm still back at it again at Krispy Kreme. That's my mood today. Should I use both of them? Yeah, fuck it. I never know. Fuck it. We're doing this. We're doing it this way. Yeah, I'm still doing this. This is like the 4th time I've streamed this event because I did like extra streams. I don't know if that's a pro or a con. It's like you get more of me content, but it's just this. Because normally Tuesday is FGO day, but I streamed this on Sunday, and I streamed this last week on Saturday, I think, right? Yeah. But like I was saying earlier, like once there's Lotto, Like, that's it. I'm not streaming any other games. I'm too much of a, oh, what the, what? What is this hand? Might as well get Merlin's in peace. I guess. But yeah, Lotto 24/7. Like for the non-FGO player, like during those events, it's basically infinite resources. Like there's no limit. You can just keep playing. I mean, you still expend stamina, but I have like an absolutely insane amount of stamina items, so it doesn't matter to me. And it's like extremely lucrative rewards. I'm just gonna pop everything. And she's at 200%, so let me see. Cause yeah, the guide was like, just be careful because now, she has like super high damage against women. And most of my damaging servants are women. So, but yeah, whenever Lotto hits, that's it. Thursday will no longer be Fire Emblem for those like few weeks. It will all be FGO. Which usually Lotto is for like, what, Christmas and sometimes they have like a spring, summer. I mean, I first started streaming around December and mostly was doing, I think, Christmas. I did, I know what the colors are, but not what the animals. Dimitri. Yeah, it's like blue, but what's the animal? Dimitri, but what's the animal? Mainly because I'm like, lions aren't blue though, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. That's why my brain immediately is like, blue lions, and then I'm like, but like, that doesn't make sense. It's like, no, that's right. You were right. You were right. Golden deer, but lions are gold. Black eagles, alright. Alright. Oh, I think every 11 is a single wave one. Oh, thank you for your mercy, game. It's true, the lions aren't blue. Dimitri. I like all of them from what I've seen. So, I mean, it's semi just an excuse, but one of my friends got it for me, and Dimitri's her favorite, so I was like, I'll do that one first. I'll do that. It just made it so I didn't have to take away the decision. And as far as I know, there isn't like a recommended order, other than obviously like the 2 extra ones you don't want to do first. But between the main 3, I don't think there's like a recommended order. Because I know when I tried to play Fates, you're supposed to do them in a specific order, and I tried it, and I was like, this is boring. So that's why I stopped playing it, and I'm like, maybe I should have picked the other one first. But I don't think that's a thing for 3 houses, other than obviously you're not gonna do the extra 2 first, because that wouldn't make sense. Buy the DLC and do that one first. Can you even do that? I want to get the DLC just because I want to pet the cats. Just because I should see how much it is. I mean, I didn't actually buy the game since my friend got it for me. So honestly, I think that's how I like justified back when I like fucking played Overwatch. Because I'm pretty sure Alma got it for me. Like, I spent a decent amount of money trying to get one fucking skin like a clown, and I justified it by being like, I didn't pay for the game, so it's fine. I'm just paying the price of the game, and gotcha. Mistake. But in this case, it wouldn't be gotcha, so it's fine. I don't know how much it costs. I did want to grind a bit before I stream on Thursday, but I don't know when I'm going to have the time. Maybe I can... I'm trying to think. I definitely have schoolwork to do today. Like, probably as soon as I did some before streaming, but probably gonna... Because I have to read, like, a 50-page thing. And, I mean, I try to be a good egg and actually read the shit. But, man... I'm like, this does not need to be 50 pages long. And the teacher was like, you get 2 extra days because of the Easter holiday, but also the reading is really long. Lol. So I'm like, this really didn't help. It's not like I really got any vacation out of this. So I've read, I think I'm on page, I like wrote it down in my notes so I could find it again, 17 out of like 49, and I'm like, there's no reason. I'm pretty sure I can answer the questions that it has without finishing it, so I just have to do it before midnight. Not a big deal. I absolutely am that person that will submit homework at like 11:50 something when it's due at midnight. Online school. Be like that. I do be doing my best. I mean, I had straight A's last semester, and I did fucking email one of my teachers that gave me an A minus to get them to fucking change it. Just to be fair, my class was really bad, and I was like fairly certain they gave me a lower grade on shit after they read my review that said it was really bad. So that's why I was like, I don't fucking think so. I don't think I would do that normally. Also, I asked Alma, I was like, am I valid at asking that this fucking A minus get changed to an A? And he was like, yeah. So I mean, they did it, so I win. Whatever. I have a 4.0. I mean, for now. I definitely was a super good egg when I was younger, and then in, like, undergrad, I was just kind of like, whatever. And now I'm, like, in the middle, I guess. Mainly because, like, you know, I work and shit, so. Though generally grad school stuff assumes that the students have jobs at the same time, which is helpful. I mean, I only had 1 semester so far, which is just 3 classes, because I mean it's only part-time since I work. But yeah, the big thing is just it's like hard to read. Like last semester I had a class where you had to read like 3 novels a week, which was like literally took up all of my time. So that's definitely where it's like at some point you're just gonna have to pretend you read the thing, man. Usually I try to at least do a bit, but I mean at least that was more exciting than reading textbooks. But yeah, this time around, well, one of the classes I'm in this semester is like every month, so that's fine, except the problem is that I already once made the mistake of being like, whatever, and not doing anything until like the week of the thing, and then it was like, oh my god, this was more time consuming than I thought, because, you know, I had a fucking month to do it. So, whoops. But that has made it easier to keep up with my other 2 classes, is that I'm like, well, this isn't a big deal. God, I hate berserkers. I am scared. I am scared of berserkers. Is Voyager out of the cooldown zone? Can I just use Voyager? I flipped this, didn't I? Yeah. Baby boy. I'm lost. What did I fucking do in the sorting to confuse myself this much? Yeah. Alright, sick. We're just gonna use Voyager. I'm fucking lazy. And then IDK, someone who's AoE and has like a slight battery. And does a decent amount of damage because we're getting kind of high up in these numbers. Is Mordred's 20? It's just 20, right? Hold on. This is when I once again complained about the fact that everyone was like, just combine the kaleidoscopes. It's fine. You'll never need. Oh no, it's 30. Alright, sick. That's good then. Oh, also birds. Is that I have the screen door open because it's nice out, and I'm like, those birds are loud as fuck. They gotta be getting caught by the microphone. Like, pretend you're outside playing video games. A nice spring-ish, because it's really like 80 degrees out, so it's more like summer day. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna turn the sensitivity down. It's so fucking loud. I mean, we have a little patio, and I'm like, I should sit out there sometime, but now that I like have a computer, it's like, when do I do things away from my computer? Because when I was in school, like undergrad, and I had like a laptop, I would like, you know, sit out. We had like, the only year that I did not live in a fucking dorm, we had like a balcony and like a couch out there, and that was nice because I could like take my laptop out there. But now I'm like, what am I gonna do? Perhaps when I don't have as much shit to do, I will sit outside and just read an actual book. Because we have kind of seating on our little patio. And I say kind of because it's like tiny seating. I don't know how to explain it. They're orbs. Alright, let's see here. My dad is a janitor of many places. And he generally will like just bring back shit they're gonna throw away, and so like one of the places is like basically a daycare. Yeah, it's a summer unit too, that's why. So they're basically we have like children's size seating outside. Just because we had them before we, you know, had, well, I think it was before I even moved in with Alma, so, you know, he didn't fucking have, a lot of their furniture is, like, shit that my dad gave us that they were gonna throw away somewhere that he works. So I think he had that before we had other seating, and then at some point it was like, well, now that we have other shit, we'll just throw these outside, because they should be able to handle the elements, considering that they are made to handle, like, you know, toddlers. But the one that's out there is pretty dirty. I mean, if I clean it off, I could probably sit in it. It would just, like, really low to the ground. But maybe someday I'll sit out there and, like, read a book or do something on my tablet. And just at this point now, I'm like, how will I ever not be at the computer? It do be hard. I mean, I have like a laptop, but it's like really shitty. I was like, maybe when we get like a house, I will want to have a laptop again, because like the novelty of being able to lay in bed in it is like kind of nice, but it feels like do I really need to spend money on that? I should probably just update my tablet, because the goal of me getting the tablet in the first place was to replace my laptop that was already shitty at the time. But now I'm like, man, my tablet sucks. It has crashed. It has fully crashed, I think, while I was streaming only once. But it chugs often. I didn't crash, but I was rolling gacha, which is, like, sad. I'm like, I don't know. Oh, let's see. But yeah, maybe I'll get a new tablet. IDK. I feel like I made some frivolous purchases already. It's hard because I'm like, I mean, I'm definitely not mega poor, but like my income is like, it's not great. It's not a lot. So it's like I shouldn't just spend, you know, all this shit. Like, we got pretty good tax returns. I've got stimmies. I bought things like the gamer chair. I got the second monitor, which I did really need. I mean, not only for like streaming and shit, it's also useful for actual school work as well. So I would say that that's actually important. The gamer chair, a little bit frivolous, but I definitely think with the pandemic. A lot of people are like, well, I'm just sitting in my computer all day, so I do need a better chair. Just fair. Yeah, because the chairs we had were, once again, office chairs from an office my dad cleans at that they were going to throw away. So they were not that bad. But yeah. So, I mean, we could have gone cheaper, though. But it's tricky, because I just saw, like, a Twitter thread that was basically like, don't buy a cheap gamer chair. Because from what I've seen from talking to people, you basically want to either just get an office chair, or if you want a gamer chair, it should be like this brand that's like, they're expensive, but they're really the only ones that are like comfortable. The other, because they're like I think I mentioned it before, like I love like a purple one because that's my favorite color. But I found like purple racerback chairs, but they're like off-brand ones. I'm like, I don't want to prioritize the aesthetic over my comfort. And the only like gamer chairs that are apparently actually decent are like the Secret Lab ones, but they're expensive. So you like, if you can't afford it, it's better to just get like an office chair. Like a decent office chair. Standing desk. Yeah, I might. I mean, I don't actually have a desk either. The other way. I am on a kitchen table, but we have come to the conclusion that there's no point in like trying to get desk because we're trying to move out when our lease ends, which is in like what, 5 months. It's kind of a long time, but also not. So it's like I'm just gonna fucking continue to be on our kitchen table. And like there's some small desks at my parents' house from like when I was in college that I could probably fit in our apartment, but like I don't even think that I could fit both of my monitors on it. And also, if people don't know Amma, he has a fucking sports car because he thinks he's hot shit, but it means that we can't fucking put things in it. Also, I can't drive, so I guess it's kind of my fault too. Like, we were trying to get, last time we were at my parents' house, a file cabinet because we were cleaning. I think the last time we had people over, which was a couple weeks ago, we had like 2 people over because, you know, 2 whole people. Woo! So we were trying to clean shit because we were gonna have guests, and it's like, we sure have papers fucking everywhere and nowhere to put them. So I asked my parents, you know, like, Father, as you frequently have extra fucking office furniture that you take from, you know, places you clean and they're gonna throw it away anyway. Yes, he has. Wait, let's see. What is? Oh, that sounds fucking annoying. We'll see what happens. Basically, we were trying to get like a small file cabinet, and we went through it, man, because we were like, yeah, this should fit in Amma's tiny ass car. It did not. It did not. We went through the effort of getting it out of like the crawl space at my parents' house, and like wheeling it outside. They broke off one of the fucking wheels because they were wheeling it too aggressively, I guess, on the pavement. Did not fit in the trunk. We tried to see if we could take off the drawers. We could not fucking figure that shit out at all. I don't even know what I was doing because I'm lost in my tangent now. And then it was like, okay, what if I sacrifice myself and just cram into the back of this tiny sports car, and we just, you know, it just sits in the rider's seat. Did not fit there either. So Almost car is small, and I give him shit about it all the time because he wants to be a cool man with a sports car. So I'm like, well, I have to get at least a car that reasonably fits 4 people. I'm not trying to get a minivan, but like, I just need to make my brother come over and visit us. Cause definitely once we went to IKEA a while ago. It must have been like last fall. I'm sorry, I'm like extremely distracting myself in 500 ways. And I literally just was like, called my brother and was like, do you want to come hang out with us and also drive us to IKEA? Because nothing will fit in Alma's car. And it was fruitful. Because we got TV thing. That was the main thing. Because we were looking, I think we looked at that point too for desks. I don't think I even had my computer yet, but it was just a, like, we want to do this eventually. But my parents have small desks. It's just like, it would be a pain to get it over here. And then if we're gonna move in like a couple months, it's like we're just gonna probably toss it. So what's the point? And I don't know. I'm undecided on what kind of desk I want to get. Because I think, like, it would be cute to have a big desk. Because I've definitely seen people that have, like, couple setups where they have, you know, like, one big thing with both of their computers. Or, like, I think he was thinking of doing, like, an L. But I'm also, like, especially if we're, like, both interested in doing streaming, I'm like, well, I would like to have my own, like, space. I'm undecided on if we should just be kawaii ugu couple or not. Or not. But whenever we move, okay, so he has evasion, but it's like random, which is like one of the fucking stupidest things. So we're just gonna see if I get super unlucky, I guess. It says it's of low probability, but there is still a chance that he could just fucking dodge everything, which would make me mad. Oh yeah, I haven't done the EORs. Friendly reminder. But yeah, large furniture upgrades. Also, I'm at the point where I'm like, I don't see the point in unpacking. A lot of my shit is still unpacked because honestly, I am materialistic and I have too much shit. But it's at the point where I'm like, I don't think I should bother to unpack, you know, the things I didn't unpack yet, because I mean, at this point, it's been a while since that I've lived here. Do not dodge this. I will fucking scream. Okay, thank God. Okay. Sick. That low probability was correct. I was like gonna be so mad. But yeah, I don't see the point in unpacking my shit because at this point it's been like half a year. So anything I need, though once in a while I still like need to find something and I go feral, like digging through my boxes. Like I wanted to find a fanny pack today so I could have somewhere to put my keys and my phone while I went jogging, and I had to like open up one of my storage bins and like figure out where the fuck one was. But for the most part, it's like we don't really have room. I have a lot of shit. I'm not gonna lie. I have more shit than one person should have. But until we have, because we're trying to move to a house, which is like mildly scary because I'm like, I'm an adult? I don't like that. Alright, we unlocked one of these. Let me see if I feel like fucking bothering. Because, man, some of these are bullshit. I have to find it on the wiki. Yeah, we're trying to get a house. I'm mildly afraid of being an adult. But then there will be space for all my shit. So, that's cool. Let's see, what is this? Servants with children trait only. Okay, what the fuck? How limited how big of a limitation is that? Holy shit. That's bad. Why the fuck? Yeah, that's why I'm like, I'm mildly afraid. Cause I'm like, am I an adult? Oh no. The answer is yes. I'm definitely an adult. But yeah, it would be nice to have more room. Cause right now we have just a 1-bedroom, and like it's okay. I definitely know some of my friends that like have like a studio apartment, and they were like, it's fine. And that's kind of how I felt in college, like undergrad, because it was like, you know, I had like a really dingy dorm room, but it's like, well, all I do is sleep here, so it doesn't really matter. But like my friends that have a studio apartment, then it's like, well, the pandemic hit, now there's like 2 of us in, you know, literally 1 room, and it's a nightmare. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds fucking terrible. So it's not as bad because we have, you know, a bedroom separated from the space. So like if somebody gets angry, if I'm in like no talk me at angry mode, I basically just go lay on the bed. But at least it's still another space I can go into. I don't know if I want to fucks with this, because look at, you can only use servants who are children, and I have like 20 options basically, and that's it. Like, what the fuck? And it's a shitload of berserkers. I may straight up just not bother with this, because this is just some bullshit. Fuck it. Absolutely not. Next. But yeah, it'll be nice to have space. And I mean, I'm definitely like, I mean, I wanted to scroll on my computer, my bad. I would love to have a bunch of extra rooms to do stupid bullshit with, but obviously we just need like one room. I mean, trying to be realistic for like a first home. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's not like a house is gonna have one bedroom. Because we could do like a townhome or something also, I guess, in theory. But it would be nice to not have to like just, you know, move out every year. Because we kind of looked into a bigger apartment, but one of the problems is that we looked into it kind of late. So I know that Alma really only looked at, like, there was some... I think I'm just going to take my under-leveled lesbian pirates. There was, like, some units in our same complex that were a little bit bigger that were available, but he didn't really look very much. But it's fine. I mean, I'm contributing very, very little to our combined income, so... But yeah, if we're doing a house, then we should probably, like, look into it, like, already now. Which is part of the reason why it's overwhelming, because I'm like, it's not for, like, 5 months, but we should probably already be at least just trying to figure out, like, where we want to be. And, like, what suburbs we want to look in. Stuff like that. I mean, I asked around for some general advice, like, what are some things, you know, that we should look into. Like, the only time that I remember, like, my family moving, it was, like, for a better school, but obviously it doesn't apply for, you know, a couple of basically 30-year-olds that do not intend to have children. It's like, well, I don't have to worry about that, really. So, that's nice. But I did get some recommendations from people about, like, things that you wouldn't necessarily consider. Definitely want better internet. Like, I know it sounds dumb, but, like, we want to find better internet. I really would love to live in the city, but I feel like it's not gonna happen for me ever. I don't know if Alma's into it. Also, it's just expensive. Or we could get really close to the city. Like a suburb that's right at the edge would be nice. Like, I know I was just talking to Mika, like, she's gonna move in the suburb that Sheila is gonna be working in, so she's to either move there or one that's close is one of the ones that's, like, right at the edge. Like, that would be nice. Maybe. I don't know. Because at the moment, I mean, we want to stay, obviously, around. Really... Yeah, true. Because I would like the city, but I feel like that's just not going to happen anymore in my life. I missed my chance. I mean, I'm like, I love Alma, but I'm like, I never got to, like, just have my own apartment and, like, be a fuck. And be sad. Because, I mean, in college, I lived in dorms where I had roommates the first, like, 3 years. And then the last year, I had an apartment with, like, 3 other people, I think. It's true. And then, when I lived in Brazil, it was probably the closest, because it was, like, I don't know how I would describe that. It's called, like, a República there. I feel like closest thing, I don't know what that's like, if there's a term for that in English, but it was like a house, but with a bunch of rooms. Like, the closest thing I can think of is, like, kind of like a way, like, a sorority or fraternity house would be. Because everybody had their own bedrooms, and there was, like, a lot of rooms. And it was, like, a college town, basically. So I had my own space, but I didn't even, like, bother to decorate it. I feel like I packed posters, and then I just never even put them up. I don't know how weeb I want my house to be, because I know people that have, like, a home alone, and, like, every inch of their wall is, like, covered in weeb shit, and I'm like, that's a little bit much for me. Personally. Is Donzo in the cooldown zone? Yeah, 20 minutes. I should probably go change out who's in the faster cooldown area, actually. Let's do that. Yeah, because we have a bunch of new spaces. Let's see. We swap narrow for the other narrow. Fucking incredible. I have 2 spots. And what words? Yeah, obviously we're gonna have some weeb decorations, but I definitely know people where, like, every inch of their home has, like, anime posters on it, and I'm like, that's a lot for me. I'm not gonna judge other people's lifestyles, especially because, like, the people that come to my mind that I know like that, like, they literally have their own house, and it's just one fucking person, so I'm like, that's fair enough. Oh yeah, that's great. Have a good day. Also, that's a good thing to have to go do. We move in there eventually. But yeah, I definitely do not want every wall of my home to have an anime poster on it, because that's... I don't want to say it's cringe, but it's too much for me. I don't want to diss the people I know that do live like that, but I don't. I would like to... Wait, what? Who the hell are the event servants? Why is that a tab? Lost myself in this house. We're gonna have some weeb shit. We're gonna definitely get some of ye old IKEA detolfs. A most important figure displaying, you know, shelf. We've considered getting them when we're here. Like, when we went to IKEA, it was like, we could just do it. We could just get one. Because right now there's, like, I have my shelf that I brought from my parents' house. I actually didn't even take any of my figures out of the boxes either. That's kind of why it would be nice to, like, just get a house. Because then it's like, well, I'm gonna live here for at least a couple of years. So I can, you know, take out, like, my fucking anime figures. Because I have a lot of them. And they're all just in the boxes still, because, like, what the fuck is the point of taking it out and then in, like, a year, you're gonna have to repack it. So, yeah. Because with a house, you're committing for at least a couple of years. I think, like, 5-ish is what, like, at minimum, for you to, like, not be losing money by leaving. So, because I'm like, I look and I'm like, well, I have a shelf, but I just have it, like, it's full of, oh, I didn't turn off, no, what? Excuse me? Tablet? I thought I had game mode on. Now I'm trying to fiddle with this. I don't know why the game mode hasn't been working properly. I should get rid of it. We can close all these. But I look at my shelf. It has a ton of anime figures in the boxes. And then I did unpack books and put them on the bottom half of the shelf. And then Alma has, like, a teeny little shelf, which he doesn't have anywhere near as many figures as me. But I would definitely like more room for shit like that. But then it's like, do I want to be? Because once again, I know people that have shelves of anime figures, you know, like, throughout their entire home. And I'm like, that's a lot. But do I have more figures? Like, if I have one room that's, like, an office, like, wherever I decide to stream, you know. Because right now it's like, you can see the kitchen. Like, it'd be cute if you could see some of, like, you know, my anime shit in the background. That'd be nice. Or I could just get a backdrop, depending on what the setup ends up being. But at the moment, I just have anime figures either still in packing bins or on the shelf, but just in the boxes still. So definitely an office space. I mean, I used to joke. I'm past my my Gilgamesh phase, but it was like, this is the room for all my Gilgameshes. It was definitely like, well, if we get a house, there's just 2 of us. We only need 1 bedroom. So we're a couple. So duh. Oh, did I really just? Oh my god! I just unplugged it by nudging it. Holy shit! This is when it's like true tangent territory. We'll get it back. I'm gonna keep tangenting. Did it come back to OBS? Yeah, it did. See, it's fine. It's fine. I think I have Windows noises off, but like my microphone might have caught the Windows noise. So, you know, we're gonna have, obviously, we only have 1 bedroom, we'll probably have some sort of office space for both of our computers, and then it's like, well, if there's more rooms, like, what frivolous bullshit do I do with them? I don't know that we need, you know, like a guest room, necessarily. I'm definitely seeing people that they have a guest room, but they also, like, theme their guest room around, like, I think the one I just saw was, like Doctor Who collectibles or some shit. I don't know. Basically, they put, like, their fandom stuff in a shelf in there and, like, themed the guest room around that, which seems kind of cool. That's, like, for whatever reason, I'm like, it's kind of cringe to have anime shit everywhere, but if you have, like, 1 or 2 rooms for your anime shit, then that's cool. I don't know. My foreigners are both in the cooldown zone, aren't they? Yeah. I can't lose subscriber. I can't be cringe, man. Yeah, okay. So we'll probably have 1 room, at least, that's like weeb shit, or like wherever our computers are, we'll have like a shelf on it with weeb shit. IDK. I just have so much weeb shit. I am unfortunately a consumer whore. I'm googling the size of her battery that she has. Dude, I don't know what it is off the top of my head. I mean, I haven't leveled it. It's basically the problem. It's 20. Should just go level it. Let's do that. Let's go skill our servants. Let's be good at this game. I'm not gonna tenant just because I don't actually have that many allures. But if I want to use the socroscope, I just need ID 25, which is 6. Yeah, we can do that. Sure I don't fuck up somehow. Now we're good. And for posters, that's the other thing too. I have frames for some of my bigger posters, but I also have like a shitload of prints. I like want to offload some of them, but not too many. Like I know some of my friends are interested in them. Also, I don't like selling prints because it's weird, because it's like, you know, fan art. Fucking shells, man. Why? Why is that still like such a bad mat this many years later? It's just fucked up. That's good enough. Okay. Yeah, I have a lot of prints. My thought is that one way to handle that would be to, what was I gonna do? I was gonna do Artoria. Basically just get, because I know some people do that, like get like a portfolio book and put them in there. And then I think it'd be cool to do that like as like a coffee table book type thing. And then we could get frames and like put up some of them, you know, on the walls framed, and then maybe just change them out every once in a while. think that would be cool. Because, yeah, I wanted to sell a few prints of, like, you know, fandoms I'm not super interested in anymore. But it is weird selling prints, obviously. I feel like I have to sell them for really low, or I'm gonna feel like I'm... Especially, I do try usually when I sell fan merch to, like, to see if, like, it's still being sold. Because I don't want to feel like I'm competing with the person that actually made it. So I believe I offered, like, my close friends the prints that I didn't want. A couple of them did want some. So, and I think for that case, I was like, you just have it. Because selling other people's art's a little weird. Yeah, it was mostly, like, stuff that I was from fandoms I'm not as interested in anymore. If I recall. I mean, I definitely have a lot of, like, random merch. Honestly, that's something else I need to do when my semester ends. Because I took pictures of stuff I wanted to sell, like, before I moved out of my parents' house. I actually just left it all there, too. But then I never got around to, like, figuring out how much to... I think I started a spreadsheet and with, like, ideas of how much I should charge for things. But then I didn't, you know, get to actually listing it. So I need to figure that out. I also... my hand. Why? Well, I guess we didn't usually use this red card. They have a lot of... I used to do merch splits. So I have a lot of extra stuff from that I need to get rid of. I have some figures, because definitely when I had to move out, it's like, okay, I have to get rid of some of my anime figures. Not a ton, because I just love items, but I have some figures that I want to sell. I also have cosplays I want to sell, but I don't think I have, like, pictures of those. I would have to reassess. Because right now, since I'm, like, super... I fell into, like, the fucking whole alive void, I'm like, I would love to cosplay some of them, but it feels like a terrible idea to buy new cosplays when I have... First of all, I have a ton I didn't get to wear that I bought, like, late 2019 that were, you know, gonna be for 2020, so I didn't wear any of them. So it's like... Because that's something I was talking about with my friends I saw a couple weeks ago. I'm like, by the time we get out of quarantine, like, all of my close friends are gonna have, like, new hyperfixations and fandoms, and I'm like, are we gonna have the same interests still? Which, to be fair, I've been, you know, haha, 69 nice. I'm sorry. I've been into Fate for, like, a minute here, and, like, my super close friends, like, just aren't into it. So I've already kind of been, like, that guy, you know, where I've tried to get my friends to, like, engage with different parts of Fate. And it has worked at times with some of my friends, which is nice. Honestly, mainly because, like, you know, cosplay is a big hobby for me and also a lot of my friends, so it's, like, it's fun to cosplay the same thing together. That's kind of one of the big reasons that I'm like, I would like to have at least, like, one thing in common when cons start so that we can cosplay together. But I don't even know what my friends are into anymore. It has simply been too long. What a shite hand. I mean, all that really happened with me is I'm still here, and then fucking VTubers, and that's it. So I was looking on AliExpress, and, like, looked at a bunch of Hololive cosplays, and I'm like, man, I am so tempted. I mean, I don't know what the next, like, big, like, holiday they'll have sales for is. I'm like, is there really nothing until, like, Black Friday? Because a bunch of cosplays I got, like you said, like, 2019 Black Friday. I bought a ton of cosplays that I never ended up wearing. I don't think I got anything. Well, in 2020, I got one thing, I think, like, on Singles Day, which is around the same. It's like 11/11. So similar time of year. I got one cosplay because I wanted it. And I was like, fuck it, last year. But usually around, you know, those sales, I get like double-digit numbers of cosplays because I'm fucking insane. But then I didn't get to wear any of them. And they're basically all Fate cosplays, I think. There might be like one or two that are like, I think like League of Legends, like randomly. So at some point I need to like decide what stuff I still want to wear. You know, I need to sell things. I need to, before I buy more shit. And I've done a couple shoots during the pandemic, you know, like with just me. Well, Amma's always around as my handler, and it's like we live together, so we are a unit. And, you know, with the photographers wearing a mask, and obviously it's not like we're that close to each other when they're taking pictures of me anyway. So I've done 2 of those, I believe. And now that the weather's starting to get nice, I could do that again. So I'm like, is there anything that I would like to get pictures of? That I, you know, I could do that. The photographer that I did those with does, you know, like with big groups, so that way it's not super expensive because she doesn't have people in one day. So they're gonna do it in like a couple weeks. I'm like, But the thing is, it's like in the forest. It's like, well, do I have any cosplays that would look good in the forest that I didn't shoot already? But then I could also just, you know, book a shoot. Oh no, I don't like that. A shoot by myself somewhere else, which, you know, would be more expensive, but I could pick a specific location myself. Let's see here. We have Melt. The Google translated version of this is like, what? So let's go back to the English wiki. Says floor 70. We're actually making pretty decent progress. Alright. Meat Tower. Well, why is this one called Meat Tower? Does the name of What? I need the higher floors. Wiki, please. Oh, okay. 70. Here we go. What's up? Drain MP charge upon attack. Alright. And then it's Berserkers and the boss is Melt. This is when I do have to check the triangle because I get confused when it comes to the fucking extra classes. But alter egos aren't weak against anything, right? Other than, like, Berserkers. I dislike that. Why? Alright, and this is one of the ones that I have to do to skip. The ones that I have to do it to progress. The ones on the 5th floors, I've just been saying, fuck it. Well, so what we can do is we can use someone from Knight's class. And then, like, maybe I could get a good Berserker just for her. Honestly, I kind of just want to be like, what's my biggest gun? It's fucking Gil. Maybe it's finally time to use Gil in this fucking event. I mean, just to have that much health is I mainly just like get paranoid when the other enemies are Berserkers because I'm like, I don't want my fucking party members to just get, you know, murderized. What are my decent Berserker options? Scrolling. I could just use like Kintoki. I scrolled too far. I could just use Junao, who has been a great The thing is, Berserker on Berserker damage is like not as good. That is a real thing. Maybe I'll just put Gintoki in the back. And I mean, this is advising to save your MP charge skills so that if it looks like on hit she can deplete your MP is what it is. But yeah, we basically just want some decent servants that are Knights classes. And like preferably AoE. Just that way we can get rid of these berserkers. And then we can just focus on melt. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna use Gil, but I'm not gonna use someone. I'm like really tempted to be like, fuck it, here's my level 100 servants. But I should save them. I should save them. Maybe I'll just use Erish. How about that? And then we can do... Fuck it. Fuck it! Okay. Thinking about what I want to do. I'm gonna give Kintoki the aerial dot. Nope. Nope. Can you imagine if I accidentally gave him the Bonsai? Life is joke. Do I have like a non-leveled aerial dive? Because that's the one I've been working on maxing. I don't know if I have another copy of it. Oh yeah, does anybody have thoughts on let's talk about Ian for a minute, like what C, I don't think I do, to choose out of the free ones, because apparently I don't really have any of them. I thought I did, but I might have just been getting confused by servers, because the reason I thought about that was that I saw a bunch of them scrolling through. Like, let's see, because what are the options? It's like, yeah, these that are here, that Enkidu one, that, not that Gil one. The one at the end of this road, the wine one. I know I was trying to get that C, and I rolled, I think it was like Da Vinci. And I was just like, you know what? That works. Let's do that. Gil, Garugamish. I guess I'll just give him the kaleidoscope, because I'll give him whatever. What? Whatever. Because from what I know, some of them are good. Some of them are actually pretty good. The ones you can choose for free with the Babylonia thing. But I believe from looking at my list, which I would love it if there was a way that I could, you know, tell the game, can you tell me which ones I have? But apparently there isn't. So last night I was just like looking at my CEs and EN, like which ones do I have already? And apparently the answer is like none of them. So I'm like, well, I don't know which one I want to get. I'm thinking that maybe I get the one with Gil drinking the wine and just be that guy. I moved past Gil being my favorite, but I still like him. Because I have the one with Gil and Enkidu on it. The like Hot Sands or whatever. I love those outfits. That one. I have that one. And I think that's the only one I have. And I believe the ones that are like the best ones gameplay wise are the Gil one with the wine, and then the one that has Enkidu on it, which is like Midsummer Moment or like something is what it's called. I believe those are the ones that are the like better ones as far as like gameplay goes. Okay. It's time for Gil. Let's do Buster Chain. Okay, yeah, thank you. That's what I'm like, I want to get that one just because I'm like, I like Gil. But also I know it's supposed to be good. That's why I was really surprised I didn't have any of them. Then Alma was telling me like what banners they were on, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Because I literally remember trying to roll that one and like getting whatever the gold servant was instead and just being like, I just wanted Gil. I just want... Yeah, I'll probably just get that one. I know the Enkidu one is decent too, because usually when I don't really know what C's do, you know, like in JP, because I cannot read it, I cannot read Japanese. I just, if I see people equipping a CE on their support, I'm like, well, this one must be, you know, decent. This one must be good, right? So I know I see people with that one. as well. Yeah, that wasn't hard at all. Yeah. I spook myself. Well, it wasn't hard because I was like, fuck it, we're gonna just actually use good servants instead of some bullshit. Let me see if I can throw any of these servants in the cooldown zone, though. Egg. Yeah, I know. I used to be like, I'm not gonna play JP because I don't hate myself. Apparently, I hate myself. I just took this account off of someone because it had a bunch of good shit on it and I didn't want it to go to waste after they quit. And like everybody else in that group, it's like a friend of a friend. And everybody else in that group of people was like, I already played JP. So I was like, I guess I have to take the bullet. Do it. And I've been playing on this account for like a while now. I don't really know how long, but I'm like, it's been over 2 years because like Ian is hitting stuff that I did already. Which is a really strange turn of events for me. Just... Yeah, and I've been playing English almost the entire time. Man, I really don't have like single target options other than these like underleveled people. And I don't really want to use like my higher rarity ones because maybe I'll just use Liz. Let's do that. Oh no, wait, this is a one wave, isn't it? Yeah, I keep forgetting that the ones on the one, I guess, the floors that end with one have one wave. So I only need one good servant. That makes my life way easier. But yeah, I've been playing English most of the time it's been out. The year that it came out was actually the year when we went to AX, which is funny. Because they were like super promoting it and it wasn't in FGO yet. It makes me sad in retrospect. But I didn't start playing because I was like, you know, we're going to AX. I'm a person that does like 5 cosplays every day because I'm insane. So I was too busy like trying to get my shit together. And I know that he started playing, I guess basically right away because he was playing it while we were at AX. But I don't think I started playing until like, wow, this is a terrible hand. Oh wait, this is one wave. Until after. Yeah, I mean, the thing with... Oh, that's kind of wholesome, though. I am guy that only levels up my gold servants because I'm an asshole. And especially in this server, because it was someone's old account, like, they had a ton of shit. My theory is that they mostly rolled the gacha and didn't really play because I'm like, oh my god. This is a disaster. In my main account, which is my English one, I have all of my gold servants leveled all the way. I have a ton of embers stockpiled, which I probably should just give them to the bronze servants and stop being an asshole. But when one of these events hits, I'll do it. But yeah, I started playing. I knew a couple people that played JP, so I was aware of it, and I was like aware of Fate in the way that I feel like most people that have been into anime for a while have been at least aware of like the really big memes that were popular. Like, how do we date ourselves? I mean, people die when they are killed is timeless, but stuff like Archer's Gar and like shit like that. So, I still think about that regularly. Hey, she's finished cooling down from when I played in the morning. So I kind of knew that Fate was a thing, mainly because of like those kind of memes that spawned, you know, when the Dean anime first came out, that were kind of popular just among anime people in general. And also watched Kaido no Kyokai stuff when I was like in high school. I want to say, yeah, like at the end of high school, beginning of college, and I really liked that. It's just funny because I liked that before I was really into Fate. And like Tsukihime, and the other Type Moon stuff. Well, the most well known out of the other Type Moon things, I guess. So, yeah, I should probably do that. I just end up hoarding embers in my present box. One time, Amma hit claim all, and I got really pissed at him. It was like, I was saving those. I probably should. I'll probably do it next time there's like double suck. Double, like double great success and stuff. That's when I do just go ham. Or when there's like half AP dailies, I'll just use apples and then I'll just start feeding everybody. Or especially if they do both at once. That's when it's like, oh, this is it. Chef hand kiss. That's interesting. I like UBW. I don't hate Fate Zero, but I don't like Kiritsugu. So we in this household we really hate Kiritsugu a lot. So though I definitely feel like it depends on taste, because there's definitely like when I've tried to get my other friends interested, I try and think like, well, what would they like? Because one of my, like Mika, who I did manage to actually get into Fate, she likes UBW. She like rewatches it constantly. She did start playing FGO. That's probably like the most success I've had getting one of my friends to actually get into Fate. One of my other friends also started watching like some of the stuff on Netflix, but didn't end up keeping up with FGO that much, which is fine. Because I'm like, you can still participate in some things with me. Yeah, I love that when Kirei was in FGO for the first time, like there were some people that are like, what if he's a good guy this time? And it's like, how? Where did you get the idea that that might be possible from? But yeah, I'm like, what are my favorite things? I don't know. I was super biased towards like Strange Fake, partially just because like that was probably also my guild bias when I was still a very large Gilgamesh fucker. I still like guild fight. I do still think Strange Fake is interesting, but it's a lot, and I like Case Files a lot. I like the esoteric shit that's hard to get into. I like Case Files a lot because I just like Waver. He's probably one of my favorite characters. Overall, I'm not interested in him in like a husbando way, which is why I'm like, I feel like I don't talk about how much I like Waver as often, because I'm like, I'm not like into him like that, but I think he's a really good character. So I like Case Files a lot. I'm really glad that they got an anime too. It's definitely different. Yay! Yeah, a lot of people were like, it doesn't really have fighting in it, so like, are people gonna, you know, it's not gonna catch people at like, you know, like UW or Fate Zero or whatever. Though really those don't have that much fighting either. Like half of the anime happens before like things fucking go crazy, and then yeah. Then they go crazy, but oh nice. Yeah, you should be able to. Cuz it's just is it one core, I think 13 episodes. Yeah, I like Case Files a lot. I'm happy I can tell people to watch it now instead of being like, go read novels that are only translated online. Good luck. I have them on my tablet actually, and I figured out how to get them to like sync up to Google Books, which is kind of funny because I opened Google Books and it's like, you have like textbooks you bought for school and also you loaded Case Files into here, and I'm like, yeah. And there's also the manga version as well, which I mean, you also, but you know, none of that has like actual localization, so you would have to, wow, I have no casters. I guess we're just gonna use Irie and be frustrated by how shitty she is. But yeah, the manga's out there too on manga reading platforms of your choice if you're into that as well. And then the sequel book started, which is really exciting because it looks like they're gonna connect directly to like Kara no Kyokai, which since that was like the first Type Moon thing I got into, I'd still say it's my favorite overall. If we're looking at Type Moon as a whole, not just Fate, and like that's extremely exciting to me. Shiki is my favorite, like overall Type Moon lady, waifu perhaps. Shall we say? Thank you for following. Alter 3344 Leo. I should probably move that because the text overlaps with the activity bar. I didn't consider that when I reset up my overlay the other day. Maybe I'll put it over chat. IDK. Or maybe I can just put it... Let's just mess with our overlay live. I mean, I could... Actually, I'll probably just make it smaller. Yeah, now it's going to be in that, like, empty space. And overlap a little bit with the game. But I think that should be good. Thank you for following. I was just talking about, you know, Fate. Actually, I was talking about Kara no Kyokai. It's tangential. How about that Tsukihime remake, ladies and gentlemen? That'll win him over. But yeah, Fate-wise, I still say, yeah, I like Strange Fate and Case Files a lot. I like a lot of, honestly, I'm like, it's hard not to just be biased towards the stuff that has my favorite characters in it. Really? So, obviously I like FGO, and I do think that it does a good storytelling job. I know a lot of, like, more OG Fate fans, like, really don't like FGO, and I kind of get it, but I'm like, honestly, the story is good. It wasn't that great at the start, but, like, it is good at this point. I get people's frustration with it, but Rin is my favorite out of the OG girls. I love Rin. Because she's spicy. I like all of them. Oh, yeah, I'm glad that they're doing, when they do these skins, a spread, you know, of characters that everyone has, for example, like those 3 stars, and then higher rarities. That way, you're not like, well, I can't use any of these skins because I don't have any of these characters. It does look really nice. Also, Maves is great, but I love her, so... But basically, in that case, like, anybody should have her and they can use it, which is good. And she's really cute. Girls. I mean, I mentioned it before, too. I'm like, I like idols a lot. Yeah, I mean, the thing with the FGO is that, and I mean, you could say this to pretty much any mobile game, they didn't know how, you know, successful it was going to be. So they had to kind of start with more contained stories. You know, because it's like, well, if our game flops and we have to just end service, we don't really want, you know, to have this big, like, necessarily like a cliffhanger. So there is, you know, an overarching story from the beginning, but the first couple of chapters are pretty reasonably contained, where you wouldn't be like, what happened? If it had to end, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. So that's definitely why they're, like, iffy. Also, like... when it started, it was really like a fucking mess in a lot of ways, that the English version already had all of those fixes when it came out. Like, certain mats you literally couldn't get. It was like 4 Saint Quartz per roll. There was like a lot of stuff. Because I definitely haven't been playing that long, but I do know people who played the Japanese version when it first came out, and it was really, really, really bad. And people were honestly, like, surprised that it did not, you know, flop, because it was just so bad. Yeah, I like Orléans, but I think that's just my personal bias as someone that just likes France. So I was like, nice. But the other ones, yeah. Yeah, because I'm like, that's definitely my... Berserkers. Why you do this? Well, we'll have my one shit person. We can do that. But yeah, I'm like, I feel like the only reason that I'm like Orléans is fine is just because I love France. So it's like, fucking nice. Also, I love dragons, so it's like, great. But that's just a me thing. It's just, I feel like everybody hates Septum, though, because I'm like, I like Narrow, but holy shit. Man, it is not great. And then what else? What's the other one? Is it Drake? Or I didn't, yeah, that was, I don't think Drake is that. I think she's a little boring. I know that there are people that stand basically everyone, so I always feel I'm like, I can't diss anyone, because then I'll be like, I'm sorry, people that like this character, I'm too nice. That's fair. Well, the problem with that is that they were like, people love Narrow from, Fate Extra. But then they really went a little bit too all in on being like, Narrow time. I'm gonna use Gwei. I'm gonna fucking wiki how big her battery is, because my brain is swollen. Even though I actually do use her pretty often since I grailed her, I don't fucking remember how big it is off the top of my head. 30. Sick. Okay. Also, Kiara's is 50. Actually, I probably shouldn't use two people that have batteries. Let me swap out. I'm gonna swap Kiara for somebody else. It does not have a battery. I'm running out of people to use. Better AoE. Napoleon also has a battery, but I don't think I have him skilled. Everybody up here is like borderline too good to just use on these fucking mooks. Let's go down. Maybe her. I think she has a battery too, but I don't think I have her skilled at all, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I mean, people love Narrow, as noted by how many fucking outfits she has. Did y'all see that image of like Tomomo being sad at Narrow with a million outfits? I'm gonna look up Lakshmi Bai. Did she have a battery? No. Alright, sick. I imagine that. It's the worst with those characters that aren't even out in English, because I'm like, I don't know what they do. And then they come out in English and I'm like, finally, I'm gonna learn what they do. I do like Narrow. I love obnoxious characters. I don't know how else to phrase that ever. But yeah. Oh yeah, also that's totally fair. Narrow Fest is extremely brutal. So that is valid. Hold on, I'm checking something. When you don't fucking remember who has selfish skills and who doesn't. Okay. That's selfish. Yeah. I want to say... Well, because when the first Nero Fest came out, like, basically everybody was still sucked, because it was only a couple months into the game, so I definitely did not fucks with that. By the second time, I was like, okay, There are absolutely still some of those, though, where I was just like, no. I just didn't even try. Which is, like, one of the things where FGO definitely, like, does decently with its design choices is that, you know, none of those... You know, the stuff that's that hard, you don't, like, have to do it. It's, like, it's good. It gives you good rewards, but it's not, like, you need it. Which is nice. That's why, like, a lot of the times I just don't do challenge quests. Because I'm like, listen, I'm not good at this fucking game. Sometimes... Damn, I can't do math. Sometimes... There's... You know, only, like, one specific way to do them. But the ones that are not, you know, made super well, it's like, this is the answer. You just need this. Yeah, exactly. So I just don't fucking bother. And it's fine, because they give you, like, a lore. And you know what? They're nice to have. obviously. But that's not, like, gonna make or break your life. A lot of the times in JP, I don't fucks with them because that's just a pain in the ass. To figure out what the ever-loving fuck. But... Or I do it at the very, 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 very last second. And I just, like, use my seals because I'm like, fuck it. How often do you really need them? And yeah, some of those Narrowfest ones were... I knew the solution, but it was a servant I didn't have. I just would not bother with them. Personally. And I don't think you can really be faulted for that. And it does frustrate me sometimes, because I talk to a lot of people that are, you know, like, kind of hardcore FGO players. It sounds really silly. So sometimes, you know, the people I talk to are like, oh, this is really easy, and then when I can't do it, I just get frustrated, and I'm like, am I stupid? But sometimes it's just that simple. It's like, no, you just need this specific thing, and you just don't have it, and that's it. Yeah, I've heard that it's not hard as much as just it's a lot of enemies. Because I know some people I talked to said that some of, like, these purple ones are harder. Because the problem with these is, like, this is why I skipped this one. This one is, you can only use child servants. Look at how many of them I have, like 20. And that's it. I can't use any other servants. So I was like, nah. Nah. Nah, that's fine. And I mean, the reward is what, 5 wines? Fucking, nah. I don't think so. Oh yeah, every 5 floors has a different gimmick too, so I'm gonna have to double check this. This is why I very shamelessly look at wikis when I'm playing EN as well, because listen, I just no. I mean, on these things that cost 1 AP, it's not the end of the world. Obviously, if I get bopped, but where's the other half? Oh, I made the same mistake twice. We are on 75. Let's see what this does. Okay. Oh gosh. And sometimes when you go on the wiki and you're like, what is this boss doing? It's like a paragraph, and I'm just like, oh. Oh no. Alright. Let's see. Is this just Merlin? Okay, the boss being Merlin is, like, not scary in the sense that he can't damage MP. But excuse me? What the heck am I supposed to do here? Servants from partner will attack the first target from the left, then the next target if at least 2 different command cards is used, even if the first 2. Okay, I don't even... This has some, like, you can only attack specific enemies type thing going on. So we're just gonna see what happens. At least everything is the same class. So we could just, this is why I was saving my riders, by the way, because I really don't have that many. The boss is Merlin. Guess what? Yeah, some of those, yeah, I'm just like, nah. Nah. It sucks that now you can't, use, oh god, like all my riders are in the fucking cooldown zone. You can't use 2 of the same servant, because I definitely did, like, double co-alter for, like, the ultimate Narrowfest fight, I think the 2nd time, and I was just like, this is stupid, and it's not gonna work, and it worked, and it's just funny as hell to me. But now they don't let you double up, usually, on those, and I'm like, this sucks. I love my Unga Bunga, man. Okay, well, who the fuck else do I want to use? Can I use Oki to alter? Or is she also in the cooldown zone? No. Okay, we're doing that. I mean, this isn't terrible. It's just mainly like you can only attack one of the enemies and then it's gonna switch and you have to kill them. before you can even attack Merlin. And I'm like, okay, that's not that bad. I kind of just want to use my own Merlin. Fuck. Fuck. What did I use you for? I don't even remember. It might have been one of the ones I did this morning. Because I did some of the bullshit, like, every 10 quest limitation ones in the morning. I don't remember anymore. That was so long ago. Now that I actually wake up at a normal time, you'll just fucking use Rhinus, actually. I don't get to use the support servants that often in this event format, so... Yeah. Yeah. Let's give her Earl Dive. I'm just gonna give her the K-Scope, and then Rhinus as a support person can just have 23rd. Okay. Yeah, the fact that riders, like, clearly hate me is every time there's, like, one with caster bosses and my riders are all in the cooldown zone, I'm like, alright, well, we're just not doing this right now, I guess. We're just gonna hit these down normally and save our MP. Hopefully we can build up Mib's MP. Then if not, I can just use Rhinus to charge. But I want to save the charge, because if I have to kill those other enemies in a specific order... Excuse me, I want to make sure I have the charge when I can actually fight Merlin. I know, I'm glad I rolled Mib. And her outfit's so cute. The new outfit. I'm sad that I don't have her other outfit. Because whoever had the account before me didn't get it. And, like, the event... A pretty recent event. Like, she had the outfit on and, like, the sprites in the story. So people were like, are they gonna make that available again? And then they didn't. And I'm just like... Why? Yeah, she's getting one of the... Walt's outfits is gonna be for her. I can find that quickly. Here. Oh. Yeah. There we go. He's just Tumblr link. Thanks, whoever linked that before. But yeah, the prison warden outfit. Yeah, so I have to attack this guy. And then it's gonna make me attack the other dude. This is not that hard. Their health bars are low enough. That's not a big deal. The problem is, though, that, I mean, once again, it's just gonna make it take longer, but it's not super difficult. Merlin's, like, invincible. So you can't just use an AoE attack. Which is normally how you get around that. Alright, Merlin, you're gonna get sucked now. Fuck it. Need time. But yeah, it's so cute. I love her. Definitely one of my faves. Apparently Maeve is Nasu's favorite FGO original servant, and I'm like, man, what great taste. What great taste. Yep. That was like way easier than I anticipated because the other dudes had such low life. Very cool. We could have picked crappier servants, but whatever. Some of them are really bad. I think the ones with the limitations are worse though, because it's like you can only use this type of servant, and because you can't use other people's servants. So sometimes it's just like, well, I literally have no options. And yeah, I just unlocked another one of those, but I'm kind of at the point where I'm just like, eh. Let's see, maybe we'll do some of these. The one that's only child servants though, I'm like, I really don't want to fucking... I have like only 20 of them, man. Like, come on. We gotta look it up. This one is 75. Scroll. Oh, da, 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 da. We scroll through the wiki. Oh, that's too much. Also, these are like berserkers mainly, and I'm like, I don't really want to do ones that are all berserkers. Servants with evil only. How many do we have? Definitely more than that other one, but well, I could use Kiara. Let's see, what do we have here? At the start of battle, all allies are debossed with star, degen down, and attack down. Decrease all enemies' defense high, and increases MP gauge. Increase all enemies' attack. All allies attack. What? Yay. Maybe I'll try this one. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff sometimes where it's just like, if you're not Japanese, like, what? Honestly, reading, do I want to try this one? I guess. I mean, I'm a home, which means we stop soon. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Because that's worse, it's gameplay-wise, but even sometimes story stuff. Because when I was doing the, like, the Oku event, a lot of those that have a lot of stuff to do with Japanese history that they just kind of assume you already know about Japanese history, that's apparently common knowledge stuff in Japan, but, like, I don't fucking know what you're talking about. And when they're like, do you know about this thing? And your only dialogue option is to say yes, but like, we're not in Japan. So I was like, no! I'm like, what are my single target caster options? Ugh, I could use either of them if they're both in the cooldown zone. Or I could just use Medea. Or I could just...
Damn.
Trick is not evil. Fascinating. No. She's not. Oh, that's cool. I mean, also I love that they're like, maybe she could become a servant someday. And I'm like, okay, swear. I guess we'll just fucking use Medea. Fuck it, I guess. I would use shooting, but she's in the cooldown room. That's cute. Since I'm probably gonna stop soon, I might as well just use good servants. I might just, like, right? Why the fuck not just use good servants? Fuck it. This is like a team of pure fucking chaos. This is a team. Yeah.
Yikes.
What are you eating? I don't want you to feed me on. That's weird. Thanks, though. I used Kintoku for one of the ones I did in the morning, I believe. Before I was.
I feel like BB would not be very happy with this.
You know, just put BB and Kiara on the same team. It's totally fine. Listen,
Fine.
the limitation was evil only, so there's like no way for it not to be cursed. Which one of these is the arts one? It's this one. BB Buster, right? Well, Summer BB. Regular BB is art. Arts, yay. Bustin'. What am I doing? Bust. I guess I'll just give Medea the 2030. Alright. That's why I put Medea between them, but I don't think it's gonna help. It just reminds me of like when we were at Youmacon and I was cosplaying Junako and they did like at the like fake cosplay meetup, or it was by class, and it's like all the cancers and it was just Junako and BB and I'm like, this sucks. I wish I had pictures from that. I don't think I do though. Fun fact, I have every moon cancer. Because I'm fucking insane. Yeah. You're not gonna give me views? You little bitch. It's just me roasting Amma for not viewing my stream. Excuse me? If you're gonna watch another stream though, like, can you at least wear headphones because my microphone will probably catch it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop in a bit anyway, but stab. Yeah, I have every moon cancer servant because why the hell not? Because I definitely know some people when they did the 5-star ticket that were like, I would have chosen this person, but like I already have them. Like, nope, I just have all of them. I have all the servants of this somewhat niche extra class. Oh, I can remove the buffs of one person. Who do we want? Probably... Yeah, I'm gonna take it off of BB. Yep, she is. Yes. I used the 5-star ticket to get Junako. Extremely large character bias. Which, I mean, I have her, like, at level 100 and shit. But yeah, she is permanent. Which, it's kind of hilarious, but also cursed to, like, be able to get spooked by extra classes. I got actually, Alluvia. I see, that's what I did with Alluvia, actually. Because I was like, I kind of want Rhinus. So I did a little bit, because I think I was saving at the time. And I have, like, 2 copies of Alluvia that spooked me at some point, which is, like, nice. And I got Rhinus when she came back around for some other thing, but not the first time. Stab. See, Ozzy is... Listen. About to go off. Ozzy is, like, probably my most wanted servant that I've never gotten on either server. So, yeah, I was definitely, like... Ozzy was the other one I was considering using the ticket on, and I might in EN. So I have a huge amount of quartz at the moment in EN, which I am saving to roll for Argent Altar. And if I get lucky, let's see, what do we want to do? If I get lucky, I want to also try and roll Junako because they should be up at the same time, but I mostly want to use it to try to get Argent Altar because he's just really good. Damn, he just straight murdered BB. So I dislike this. Everyone disliked that. So it's like, damn, I really have like no evil casters I can use other than Medea. She's doing it. That's what I should have done. Thank you. Yeah, so I got him in this server in, like, the most wild-ass way. Let's do this. I got him on GSSR. Which the GSSRs and JP are starting to get wild because there's so many servants. So it's like, how do we split this up? So I think the one last summer was split up by year. And I tried to get him. I got Jinshi Huang, which I'm not pissed about because he's all so cool. Because I guess they're all so cool. So, man, this is I'm kind of spooked. I'm gonna get bopped if I don't pay enough attention. So I tried to get Argent Altar, and then this year's New Year's, I don't even remember. They were like split by like year and gender or something weird. Or no, it was like type. It was class type and gender. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, somebody's about to get fucking murdered. But yeah, I did the one that was, I guess it must have been cavalry and berserkers dudes. Fucking hell. And alright, so the thing I wanted the least was Merlin, because I already have him. And what do you need? You know, MP2 of most of the extra classes is kind of not, I mean, the support casters. It's like, it's kind of useless, you know? Oh god. Oh god. Oh fuck. I'm gonna have to do this again, aren't I? Oh god. No, there's let's just see what happens. Let's just
Are you winning some?
no. Oh god. Oh no. This is why I don't like doing these. Did you know?
Did you use her heal spell?
Yeah, I used all of my shit already.
Oh, she's dead. She's dead.
I don't.
If they had done normal attacks, he might have lived.
I mean, there's not.
Burn the sand quartz.
No, I don't want to fucking burn it. It's stupid. Okay. I lost my. Basically, the story is my GSSR roll had 2 5-stars in it, and it was Merlin.
A roller coaster.
The first card was
Merlin.
Merlin.
Was Merlin, and Julie was pissed. She was throwing a shit
I
the
don't.
entire time.
What do I need MP2 Merlin for?
Don't need NP2 Merlin. I'm like, just burn him. Oh, and by the way, we were playing Elizabeth's vocal theme during this whole time.
Oh yeah, we were trying to use it to summon Argent Altar because in the event he's like, I love this.
So the final card, like the 11th card, gets around, and it's a gold berserker card.
Yeah.
And Julie's like, oh, well, fuck, I got Merlin, and it flips, and lo and behold,
Yeah, I got both of them. It was pretty wild.
On the 11th card, not the 10 card.
Yeah, I don't remember when they add the 11th roll. I want to say it's this anniversary, but I might be wrong. I'm like, do I want to try this again? I really... See, this is when I'm like, I should just fucking wait to be able to use Shootin'. But I have to wait 4 hours. This is the problem with this event.
We were joking, because it's like, Merlin came through the door first, and Julie's just
okay.
there, I'm gonna fucking burn him. He's gonna fucking die. And then Merlin's like, wait. So Merlin made it happen, because Merlin didn't want to fucking die.
I was like, I'll burn him. Fuck it. Yeah, yeah. But I'm saving quartz to try and get him an EN, and I will have like 800 once because I haven't cashed out fragments. So I got to over 700 with the ones that we just got, the interlude ones. Ow, stabbed myself. But I have like 770 or something. So once I exchange all my fragments, it's gonna be absolutely insane.
I've got around 200 and some, and I'll probably roll a little bit on Hijikata's banner, but then
Hijikata, cool.
I'm mostly saving for Ganesha, so.
Yeah, good taste. Yeah, I want to get Argent Altar. If I get really lucky, then I will.
I don't need more
attempt to get her.
Lancelot already go brrr.
Lancelot go brrr. Bro, it is next level. But I mean, I'm just also a fan of the red button. Musashi's really good gameplay-wise, and if you like Musashi, yeah. They're both good, actually. I mean, a fan of the blue button.
I spent enough last summer just trying to get MP1 Mii, and I would like to get at least MP2 Mii, so... I don't know, I'm here for Summer Hokusai, so that one's freebie.
It's true. She's good, too. I'm like, should I go till the next 10? And then stop? I don't feel like trying that again. I'm like, I'd rather just wait 4 hours than you shooting. I wonder if I can put her in one of these. No. Oh. Sorry? Sir? Alright, we'll go to 80. So, yeah. 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 I'm not doing that again. I'm mad because that was close. That's when I get really pissed. But, like, life is hard. Life... Also, if I'm gonna stop, then I can probably just, like, use more decent servants. Let's see what classes we got coming up. Yeah, we don't need to save. I already used Gil. I could use, like Napoleon or something. Excuse me. My beginning of year was like a roller coaster. Because it was that, and then, like, I just remembered since I'm using Napoleon. I was trying to get, Muramasa. I did not get him. But I got spooked by, like, Napoleon and also, like, Anastasia, I think. And I didn't even use that much quartz, so I was just like, what? What? It was very confusing to me. Let's use Ash, just because he's hot and I like him. Literally, that's why. I just like him. I just think he's neat. I would love to, like, collect all of the Indian Pantheon servants, but it's hard to, like, set yourself up with those goals. Because I'm like, there's many. I mean, the only one I don't have... I'm missing a couple, but because a lot of them overlap, like, if you want to do, like, a full support of them, there's, like, a ton in the same class. So the only one I really need to do that is, like, Kama. So... But I'm like, no, I don't want to try and roll for Kama because I'm saving. Poop hand. Well, look at Ash. Look at him. Love him. Because I'm also missing, like, Rama in JP, since that's where there's more. I'm missing, like, Rama. I don't have regular Arjuna. I think that's it. Because there's, like, a ton of sabers. Because there's Rama, there's Lakshmi Bai, there's, like, Saber Karna now, if you want to count that. And, like, Lancers, there's also Karna, again, Parvati. Damn. Honestly, though, sometimes it's like that. But sometimes I'm just like, it's like you're gonna go outside and you're gonna get isekai'd. You're gonna get, which is, you know. But yeah, I did really well at the beginning of the year, for sure. Now, like, I did not actually get Muramasa, but I got spooked by, like, 2 5-stars. So I was like, okay. And they're both ones that I like as characters, so I was like, yeah, sure. It's fine. In the end, I mean, I haven't, you know, I've been, obviously, I have like 800 points, so it's like, I've been saving for a really, really long time. So I'm trying to think when the last time, well, I do GSSR. I got, like, Semiramis on the GSSR for New Year's, which is, like, extremely whatever. But I was like, I mean, alright. I'm like, what the hell was I trying to get? I don't remember what it was split by, even. I was probably just trying to get Aussie. Every time that it's split by class, I'm just like, Aussie. Yeah, well, Semiramis is, like, she's alright as a character, but, like, she's not really good at all as a unit, so I was like, look at Ash. Anyway, look at this extremely attractive man. Good lord. Also, he is literally hot. I got Ash with a 4-star ticket, and then I rolled a second copy almost right away, and I was like, okay. And I was like, that's true. I gotta do more interludes. I knew when they added the quartz for interludes, I was like, it's not gonna be a lot. I haven't done that many. I've done like 50. It's because I'm like, I'm not too lazy to read. I'm just like, I don't have the time to to like read. So I've probably done more rank ups since those don't have text. But for interludes, it's like, it's hard. They just had them half off in JP, and since I cannot read it and I just skip, I've finished like all the ones I had unlocked, which to be fair, I have a lot that aren't unlocked because I have so many unleveled servants. But I finished them all because I didn't have to read the text, but like, whew. Yeah, that's fair. Also, a lot of the early ones are like 2 sentences. Like, it's kind of the same as when we were doing the Valentines. Another thing where I was just like, we stream me opening Valentines for like a month. Does anyone remember that phase of my streams? But yeah, a lot of the early Valentines are like, I'm like, should I just YOLO and use someone actually good? Fuck it. Look, have you seen him? Now you have. A lot of the Valentines from early on are just like, here's your Valentine. And like, that's literally it. But now, especially now that there's voice, there's some that are like half an hour long, and you're just like, what the fuck? And then there's like the ones that have branching paths, which there aren't that many of them, but there are a handful like that. So definitely interludes do have a similar energy. I would like with the Valentines, now that they're voiced, if they would like rewrite some of the early ones. Yeah, that's why I streamed myself doing the Valentines, because I was like, similarly to this, is like, I am not gonna get through this any other way. I did listen to almost all of them. I actually have on my sticky note on my computer a list of the ones I didn't listen to, so I can go back and do it later. We skipped a couple, mainly the ones that were people that were watching the stream were like, I'm offended, which was like Mephistopheles, because people were like, no. No. That's pretty fair. Love flowers. And but then I completely like forgot to do them in JP. Which, the contrast. I mean, my English account is my main account technically, so I watched almost all the cutscenes. And then in JP they added the like super chocolate this year, where you could basically make somebody an event servant by giving it to them. It would give them, you know, bonus bond and bonus damage. And so I did that, and I gave them to, I chose Saber Karna, which ended up being useful. I did that because of cost. That's why I didn't do it for regular Karna, because I was like, it'll be easier if I want to put them on my team and bond grind. And then I gave the other one to Janako. I have one brain cell. But then it ended up working out really well, because now they have the 90+ nodes on events, which are like, you know, they're like the uneven enemies, like 2 enemy, 1 enemy, 3 enemy, or 1, 1, 3, and like those weird setups. So like the 90+ node was like Lancers, so like Saber Karn was like really good for it. So I'm like, nice. My character bias paid off. I mean, when that comes to EN, like, we'll know in advance what that stuff is going to be, so you can make gameplay choices if you want, instead of just choosing your favorite characters. Because obviously I gave the other one to Janako, and it's like, this is fucking useless. She's just sitting in the back getting bonus bond, but like, what the fuck am I going to use her for? But I did watch both of theirs, and then I forgot I didn't do any of the other Valentines, because I just forgot. Which is unfortunate, because they're good to have for CE XP. Berserkers. I am baby, and I am scared of berserkers. Sort by attack. Nope. Let's just use good servants, because I'm going to stop anyway. Let me check what the classes are for the other ones I'm gonna do, actually. Oh yeah, see, there's casters. So we were gonna save Odysseus, and there's Lancers, so we can also save who the fuck do we want to use? Actually, let's use BB. She can get vengeance on the fact that I McFuckied up that other one really badly. Ooh. That was me. BB. I believe I got my summer BBs in one roll. There's a couple times when I've gotten the same servant twice and it's like in the same roll and I'm like, rise up. It's true. I got 2 Enkidu's in one roll. Enkidu is my other servant where I really want, in case it's not obvious, because like I still like Gil. Fujoshi moment. It's time for a Fujoshi moment. I love Gil and Enkidu. So Enkidu was the last time I saved a lot of quartz, and then like got super. Yeah, it was extremely bad. I don't remember. I definitely also because it was Christmas. I convinced many people to buy me Google Play cards for Christmas. So I spent a lot. I don't remember how much, but it was like half saved quartz and half paid quartz basically by the end of it. It was very bad. And I did not get them. I do have Enkidu on both servers now. I don't even remember when I actually finally got Enkidu in English server. Oh yeah, Summer BB so cute. I was trying to get Jean. So more shit about my accounts. My Japanese account, like I said, it was somebody else's account. It was really kind of obvious when I looked at it that they were trying to get Jean, and then they didn't, and then they quit because I have like high MP levels of the 4 stars that were on it, and like basically right after that is when they gave up the account. I also love Jean, but I was like, when it reran, I was like, I don't want to roll on that same banner because I don't want to just get more copies of its Ibaraki and Ushi because I like them, but I already have like high MP levels of both. So I was like, I'll just roll for BB because I also like BB. It's fine. So and then yeah, I ended up getting 2 copies of her and then some Meeves because I also love Meeves. So, but then in EN this year, or I guess last year, where am I? In 2020, when it was Summer Jean, I was like, I want Jean because I also really like Jean. And I got super blown up. Actually, I streamed myself on fucking YouTube. I think I put that VOD in the same folder that has all my Twitch VODs. Because I think that was just me experimenting with streaming directly off of my phone. But like I got blown up pretty bad trying to get Summer Jean. I ended up getting her at the end. Like just from like a ticket, I think. And I was just like
you did like one final 10 roll.
Yeah, it was something like they gave quartz out for like something during the event. But I did end up getting Jean eventually. But whoever used to have this account, very obviously, yeah, they also like Jean, which I mean, good taste. I like Jean. I love Jean.
Not gonna lie though.
What's up?
Meeves'
Yeah.
outfit has been living rent free in my head all night. She's so
Wait, what did
cute.
I fucking do? Yeah, we love Meave in this house. Yeah, I'm also glad. Ishtar, at least you eventually when you eventually get someone, it's like all past sin is forgiven. It's like Ishtar is one of those servants that I usually throw a little bit at because I like kind of want her, but not super badly.
I rolled a lot for Erish during Christmas, and I didn't get her. But then, as soon as like the New Year's GSSR came around, she showed up then. So I'm like, oh, okay, well that was mean.
Sometimes they're just being a little soon today.
I guess. It's Era. She was just shy and
The
embarrassed.
first time I got double in one roll, I think was Coalter, which I just saw that recently on my fucking Facebook when it's like your post from blah 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 years ago. And I was like, thanks Facebook.
I haven't gotten 2 of the same 5-star in one roll, but I have gotten
Coalter, good.
yeah, there was the one. I think the only time I got 2 5-stars in one roll was like when I very first started, and I got both Waver and Vlad in like one of the very first.
That's
rolls.
some strong like beginning of FGO energy.
Well, it was also beginning in FGO, so it was like, oh hey, here's your arts core, idiot, and it's like, cool.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I tried to Enkidu really badly in both servers, and when I got Enkidu and JP, I got 2 in one roll. Also, it was like, I was on my way to work, and I was like getting into a fucking Uber when that happened.
Shout outs to the bartender.
And I was like, how do I oh yeah, that's another good story. How do I process this? I got 2 waivers in one roll after going through it because I was like,
wait, was that
waiver?
Was
that was in the
me
end.
Taking art commissions so that way I could buy you?
Yeah,
he
he took art commissions so that he could buy me quartz, and then I got 2 waivers in the same roll, and I was like,
love you, babe.
Poggers. Oh yeah, you were talking about the bartender. That's different. I think that was one of the times I was like trying to get Enkidu, but we were out for St. Patrick's Day. So I'm like, we got when we're able to go outdoors again for St. Patrick's Day, I must relive this. So we were out for St. Patrick's Day at a bar because we are adults, and that's one thing adults can do on that day. And it was the White Day banners, and I believe I was trying to get Enkidu, but it was when Arthur was also on it, so I asked the bartender to roll for me, and they were just like, "What is this?" And we said somebody said gambling. I don't know if it was me. Somebody said gambling. I said I already spent the $80 because I bought the quartz, and like the look on this woman's face was really good. But yeah, I got Arthur from that roll, and we were all like fucking screaming at the table. It was so fucking good. That was a great moment. Also, that was when like Patricia got Enkidu at my fucking New Year's party, and I was like, I'm gonna murder you, and she was like, if you get Arthur, we're even, because I really want Arthur. So I was like, hey, guess what? Oh. Yeah, every once in a while. I usually try and limit myself to like 1 pack, maybe 2. It's easier since the English is my main server and like you know what's coming in advance. It helps because I can save. In JP, I only buy quartz during GSSR, or if I really want something and I need like 1 quartz, I will, spend like $1. But that's the only time I buy it in JP. In EN, I will buy like 1 or 2 packs if I really, really, really want something, but usually I will save also. Let me see what the fresh fuck this 80 floor boss is, because I'm like glancing at it and I'm just like, I don't know, man.
Is it time to throw 1 ticket into the void as per streaming schedule?
No. I mean, I can throw 1 ticket at Story Gotcha if it pleases you. Oh, this is... Oh, boy. It's Kiara. Oh, it's Summer Kiara, I'm assuming, yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It's the start of the second battle. All frontline party members.
Are debuffed with...
Sounds like a pain. I mean, basically, you can get one of these debuffs randomly. But if that's it, then it's not that bad.
Or guts.
Or guts. Let's see. I might as well just try.
Story is plus. Well, it's what, 1 alter ego.
Yeah, I don't like story banner. This man wants to bully me into.
Listen, you're the one that doesn't have a super scope in EN.
Whatever.
It's the alter ego and a bunch of casters.
Yeah. What are we thinking, person that may or may not be smarter than me? The problem is, look at my fucking rider options.
Horse. I mean, the casters are kind of whatever. Well, and you don't want to build around riders because the alter egos going to destroy the riders.
It's true. I mean,
foreigners beat alter egos as well. So.
Well, no, she's
No, wait, I have that backwards. Alter egos beat
Well,
foreigners.
but it's Summer Kiara, so
Yeah,
she's Moon Cancer.
Oh, right. So you want rulers.
I mean,
right.
I can always just do Unga Bunga
rulers.
Rulers the team.
Yeah, because like then you don't give a shit about the casters.
All right, Unga Bunga. No, not you, Jean. No offense.
Rulers that will beat the shit out of you in a fight.
No offense, John. You're not.
She's not gonna beat the shit out of you.
No. I'm sorry. My brain was like, "That's your waifu." Clicks on her.
Also, like, I'm pretty sure most rulers have some way to like cleanse debuffs or become debuffed.
There it is, Unga Bunga.
Yeah, just beat the shit out of us.
That's our team of
beat the shit out.
Unga Bunga Rulers. I mean, I can also actually put something. I mean, if I'm gonna stop after this, I may like throw Odysseus in the front and like throw one of them in the back, just to like, cause the casters, they don't have that much health, but it's not that little either. It's not like the one where the Merlin one where it ended up being really easy because the enemies did not have that much health. So let's swap. Let's actually have a backline today. Let's make fun of Odysseus' MP. Like I do every time. You would think I would know what color the MPs are of servants. I use like actually pretty frequently. I do not know.
Just bring Hans along, just for good measure.
Just because it's funny. I mean, the judges might. Where the fuck even is Hans? Oh, there he is. I actually have him leveled all the way, so he's not in the sea of...
He can help buff your team. He's useful. He makes crit stars.
I mean, this is probably fine. Thank you for head pats. Yeah, I used Maeve to suck the fuck out of Merlin earlier. Love her. Are all of them red? No, hers is blue. Okay. Actually makes sense. They're both... Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna give her that. See, with herself on it. And I already gave... This one's quick. Yeah, I already gave Odysseus the leveled up artsy I have. Oh yeah, I have another copy of it. It's just not level 100. That's fine. Yeah, Luvia good. Yeah, she's not limited. Like I said, she spooked me twice already. And I was like, okay. I ended up getting Rhinus. I don't remember when. But at some other point when she was on raid up. Okay, so this is gonna be the last thing. IDK if I'll do it more than once if I get bopped. Already fresh. Let's see. Also, I love cats. These are all good girls. And Odysseus is here. I don't know why I'm like tapping my actual screen instead of the computer. Sometimes I just do it. Okay. I'll just do the blue buttons. It's that time when I'm gonna start figuring out who I want to raid already so I don't spaghetti aggressively live on twitch.tv. Suggestions always welcome. Yeah, I kind of agree. Well, I feel like this is the sort of thing where they're like, this would be different, but I'm like, because I mean, the Greek pantheon is definitely one of the pantheons that, like, you know, gets used a lot in general. Uh-oh. When my tablet was like, no, you stop now. Please? Tablet? Please, I'm so close. I was about to stop. I... Buy me new tablet. TM. It happens sometimes. It's fine. I was trying to figure out whomst the heck I'm going to raid. What the fuck? It should come back eventually. The only time it crashed once when I was rolling on stream, and then when I reopened the game, I actually had rolled a gold servant that I didn't have before, and I was kind of mad. Alright, now that we have entirely way too much MP charge between everyone. Yeah, so basically what it is that she has a chance of putting like debuffs on everyone, on people. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use Odysseus. And I'm gonna use 2 MPs at once. I'm gonna use both of the blue ones. Yeah. There's certain MPs that it usually freezes up around. I will raid someone else. There, I do think I see someone else that's playing JP. Last time when I looked, it was all people playing EN or people. I know. I always make fun of his MP. It looks like one of those robot dog toys. It really does. All right, now I'm gonna have. There's also a lot of people that stream FGO in other languages, which is cool. Yeah, like Zoids? Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, I definitely also am like, I don't know how I feel about the ancient Greece is actually Mecca's take. I mean, there are a lot of people that are just streaming themselves doing interludes. Jungi crits. Damn, we just absolutely decimated that. Thank God. I can't handle the blow my ego takes when I get clowned on and live on Twitch.tv. I'm really close to finishing. I was like, I have schoolwork to do, so I probably won't keep going after stream, but now I'm like, man. No, that says 5 hours, sweetie. No.
You'll finish your homework, it's more important anyway.
I know, I will. I finished the main story already. Alright. This is a pretty long session. Nice. What do I have to say about life? FGO, great. Love FGO. Usually stream FGO on Tuesdays. Not sure what we're going to be doing next week because it might be dead time. I don't like reading text aloud, so I'm scared to try like stream myself doing interludes in English. If there's nothing else, maybe I'll try. But it might just be really awkward. On Thursdays, I stream Fire Emblem 3 Houses, so I will be doing that on Thursday. at the moment. When, like I mentioned before, if there's lotto, all of my streams will be FGO. Well, farming bones in Fuyuki. That sounds like the most suffering stream in the fucking world. God. But yeah, Thursday Fire Emblem. Fridays supposedly Guilty Gear. Usually I flake out. So, oh, also this Thursday is NKO, which is our Guilty Gear tournament that we run bi-weekly. Blah. And I didn't enter yet. I probably will enter this time. But yeah, I think I am just gonna raid someone else that appears to also be playing the Akiba event. Let me just make sure, because I think it's the only stream that is not someone like in Russian. There's a Russian person playing. Can you imagine? Can you? Thank you. Yeah, whenever I do roll, when I do the hopefully not dunketing rolls for, can I spell this person's URL right? This is the problem that I have with rating. There we go. When I do that, it's gonna be on stream. So, but it feels kind of bad because I'm like hyping up my roll stream, but it's not gonna be for like 2 months because it's kind of out of my hands. But I have like a lot of stuff that I planned. Oh, it says I cannot raid this channel. How does this happen? What? They might have raiding off. You can actually do that. Because I know I've also tried to raid people that have sub-only chat on. And because I'm not subbed to them, it doesn't let me. Which is... I guess. Who the heck am I gonna raid? Every time I'm like, let's not Spaghetti Alive on Twitch. Just kidding. Just... I mean, I could just raid the people I know. Even if they're not streaming FGO. I guess that's the point we're at. Are they just playing Fate Stay Night? Do we wanna play Fate Stay Night? Do we? It's close enough. Yeah, I mean, I've rated them before when they're playing it. Because it's someone that does mostly Fate stuff. So if you like Fate stuff, you'll appreciate this person because he mostly streams, like, pretty much all Fate stuff. The moment well, the thing is, it says FGO, but from the Twitch, like, preview image, it looks like it's Fate Stay Night. So we'll find out what we get, I guess. Bye.